Welcome to Project Die Hard Mission Monday Update. My name is Sue Roskoff, and I am an ambassador here with Project Die Hard. We are here every Monday night at 6:30 p.m. Central to find out all the latest and greatest of what has happened this past week. There's always a lot going on, so this is your best way to find out what that all is, what positive news we have to share, and we always are blessed to have our founder and president, Brian Gibson, here with us to share all that wonderful news. So, Brian, come on in. How are you tonight?
Oh, hanging in there, sister. Big things have moved this week. Big things have moved. The first big praise report, though, is Wednesday was our monthly fellowship breakfast. 25 veterans came through.
Awesome. That I'm glad to hear.
3 first-time visitors.
There's a win. What a great way to start the year off here.
Yeah, I mean, I can't argue with it. Full transparency, it cost Project Die Hard $272 to hold that event, and we made $41 in donations. But I'm not griping. 25 veterans came through and 3 first-time visitors. That's why it will not stop.
That is beautiful. And the reminder again, it is at IHOP in Paducah, Kentucky on the first Wednesday morning of the month. So first Wednesday of the month from 7 till 9:30 a.m. And all are welcome. Please come on out and enjoy wherever you are. Make a trip over. Check it out.
Make a trip. We will expand when we get the resources to expand. All right. Let's see if I know how to do this. Slideshow from the beginning. Windows.
The magic of technology.
This. All right. Let's start here. Okay, everybody tells me you got to do this, you got to do that. Okay, well, here's your chance. Big decisions are made in small rooms. Proverbs 1:5 says, "A wise man will hear and increase learning, and a man of understanding will obtain wise counsel." I always listen to ideas. My team has an open door to me. We talk about some things off the wall sometimes. But here is your chance, and we'll be announcing things soon. But if you have an idea to grow this mission, I need you to understand God will never leave the mission. We will never use the suffering of veterans to profit, and no drugs and alcohol are allowed. All right? When you become a patron, you're the blood of the mission. We've already been weighed, measured, everything. We know what we're doing, folks. We need you to come into the fold. $22 a month. To make any event happen, we need volunteers, the muscle of the mission. Here is the Hope Stock update. Friday night, Dr. Brad Hansen, you've seen him right here on this podcast in the deep dive. He's going to be delivering the Friday night message of hope. But we got a long way to go to make that happen. That's why we need volunteers. And now the big blessing. I said 25 veterans came through, $272, $41, but thank you and God bless the senior helpers of Western Kentucky. This outstanding community support member will be patroning the Paducah Project Diehard Fellowship Breakfast. I cannot say thank you and God bless enough. Everybody that supports us, keep the prayers coming, because this is what makes it happen. When you share our mission out and you pray for our mission, this is what happens.
Woohoo!
2 slides. That's it. Uh,
That is the best news, that they are taking on that blessing for our veterans. That it's perfect. I love it.
well, again, this is why I need people to share the mission. Tell somebody, because this is how it works. This is how it works. I understand we have a good friend of the mission sitting backstage.
We certainly do. You all know and love her. Miss Debbie Hayes is in the house, so come on in and join our conversation. How are you tonight, Debbie?
I'm fine. I think it's wonderful. And if I recall correctly, there were 2 out of 16 new people that showed up in January. So that means 5 new people just in the first 2 months of this year. So
Yeah,
that's wonderful.
That's awesome.
It is.
this is how it grows. Look, a veteran will come in, it's for their first time there. They usually sit by themselves. They don't talk to anybody. They just take the lay of the land. Then the next month, they'll sit with another veteran, but they won't really engage in conversation. But that third month is the key, and that's why we do it the first Wednesday, predictability. That
Yeah.
third month is where you will see them talking with other veterans, getting to know each other, laughing and cutting it up.
hmm So if somebody's sitting by themselves, do you does somebody try to engage with them, or do you just respect their privacy, sort of?
Well, I welcome every veteran that comes in personally.
Okay.
Okay. After that, some of our ministry partners go around and introduce themselves, but for the most part, we just let them
Yeah.
enjoy the atmosphere, get to
hmm
look around, see what's going on. There's no pressure here
Right.
in Project Die Hard for my brothers and sisters.
Yeah.
Now,
That's
I got my
wonderful.
regulars that I'll sit there and cut up with and make fun of,
Yeah.
but that's the beauty of it. That's the
Right.
beauty of it.
Right.
That's what that's what the whole mission is for.
Yeah. Well, Anthony, for those listeners, Anthony is in Tucson, Arizona, like I am, and we're working on getting a breakfast going here pretty soon. And we want to come out and take a look at the facility in Illinois, as well as go to a breakfast. And we talked about March 1st, but that was too soon. We talked about April 1st, and I think that might be a possibility.
Well, again, sister, you're more than welcome to come out, right? And I'll give anybody a tour of the facility. All they got to do is reach out and ask. And every month, come and break bread with heroes.
Yep.
Veterans eat for free, but it takes a community to come together. That was a meeting today. If you look on, I don't know if I shared it onto our Facebook page yet, or if it was shared, but I know I shared it onto my page. Yeah, they got my ugly mug on the newspaper.
Excellent.
No.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yes. Very good.
They were having a community meeting today here in Paducah. And they're finally starting to come around. They're starting to learn that it's not a competition. If we all pull our resources together,
Hmm.
we will do more.
Right.
I got my minute and a half elevator speech in, but passed out a lot of info packs, talked to a couple that talked to one person that runs our local nonprofit movie theater. That could turn into something for the veterans we work with that are filmmakers to come show their films and do like a little film thing. But there you go.
Yes.
I knew I shouldn't have mentioned anything.
The magic. You can see it here. So this is a link right to it. So go ahead and check that out. It's like you said, it's right on your Facebook page right now.
Yeah, it's on mine, but we're going to share it out to ours. You know, again, this is teamwork making the dream work.
Is this something we should play now or let people go to it?
Let people go to it. It's on their social media page.
Perfect.
It's not an actual live.
Gotcha.
They might do a story on it tonight at 10, but
That'd be good.
Excellent.
That wasn't about us. It was about the community coming together.
And that's what it takes for everybody's got a thing that they're working on that's their passion project, and that is the way everybody that the whole concept of a rising tide, all ships rise with that rising tide. So if you can connect all these organizations, I'm not saying you, but if all these organizations can collaborate, that makes a massive difference. Because again, who do you know that this would be something that would be that spark for them? There's the people are out there that need to know about what Project Die Hard is doing, and that's the kind of thing where you're in the right community of minds. They're already thinking in the nonprofit realm. They're already in that mode and they know people. So I'm so glad you were able to get there to that event to be able to share what Project Die Hard is. That's huge.
Again, I get invited to, I want to say 10, 12 events every week.
Woo.
Oh, wow.
Could be a party hopper. Just kidding.
Oh no, but the issue is I have some that are an hour away. Okay, that's nothing. But I get people, hey, that's an 8-hour drive for me.
Mm-hmm.
As much as I would love just to go to that event, that's an 8-hour drive. Okay.
It's got to be real too.
Huh?
Got to be real and practical too, because you can only do so much. And is that where your time is best spent? You need to be able to discern that part of it as well. But I'm glad the invitation is there for all these things, but you're right. You can't do it all.
Again, this is why the need for volunteers are so great. Saturday, I was up in Marion at a men's breakfast. Met some really great guys. We'll see what God does if that's going to turn into something. But I was blatant to one of the pastors there of, look, I need good, solid people in Southern Illinois to step up. What do I do? What do I carry around in this pocket with me? That's the key to the fob. Earn it.
Yep.
Challenge on. Who is accepting it?
Earn
Who's
it.
local there?
Who will stand there and protect the integrity of this mission, but yet give tours of the facility, make sure God comes first? It's that simple. It's that simple. I cannot stress it enough.
Or another
Now,
way to put it, who's going to earn your trust? So you'll give them the key.
yeah, who's going to earn it? Sue's earned my trust. Kurt's earned my trust. Dave's earned my trust. Ronald's earned my trust. Christy's earned my trust. Debbie, you're almost there.
She's on the cusp.
I'm not going to ask what I have to do to get it.
And I won't tell you.
That's good.
When that time comes, I'll reach out and say, okay, here you go. Here's your issue. And boom, you've already helped so much.
Mm-hmm.
Your letter, great starting point for me. Okay. That was an excellent letter. We're working it up. Okay.
Yeah.
That letter is going to be going into politicians' hands.
Awesome.
You know, that's a whole another thing working with our resource partners. Oh, actually, guys, Sue there, right there, is the point of contact for that. Just FYI.
And you see right here, Susan at projectdiehard.org. That's how you reach me. Susan at projectdiehard.org. Super easy.
Dave, our chaplain, couldn't be here tonight because he is teaching some EMTs right now, and they're having a little trouble comprehending airway management, and that's kind of important in the field.
Yes.
Just maybe.
Yeah.
But he told me this thing over the weekend with a phone call that he's working on. He goes, Brian, would there be a problem? I have a buddy that wants to do a poker tournament to raise funds for Project Die Hard. He goes, would there be a problem with that? I'm like, no. Why? Well, gambling, faith-based. I said, is the event going to happen on our property? No. Then all I can say is thank you and God bless.
Awesome.
Oh my gosh. Sorry.
Who's
Sorry about
me.
that.
I'm in the basement.
Did you
Usually
hear it?
yeah, that was like
Oh my gosh.
that was a little rice burner, wasn't it?
Sorry.
You're
I mean,
good.
like, this is a residential neighborhood.
Yeah, so okay, but yeah, again, if somebody wants to do an event for Project Die Hard, if you hold it on your property, thank you and God bless. Yeah, there's no drugs or alcohol allowed within Project Die Hard mission. If a person is there wearing the logo representing Project Die Hard, they will not partake in the adult libations. Just that simple. It's just that simple. So the more people that hold events, raise funds, the faster our facilities get built. The faster our resource partners get to bring their programs to the facilities. Make sense?
Sure does.
Now, the veteran issue for today will actually cover me, because I know it happens to others. Friday morning, I get a phone call from the VA saying, hey, we cannot approve this community care appointment. And I'm like, okay, which one? Because I got a few out there. Your cardiologist follow-up. Okay. Yeah, we finally got a cardiologist. Cool, I'm happy for you. Well, that means you got to come see our cardiologist. I went, no. Your cardiologist didn't do the surgery. Your cardiologist hasn't been following up with me and doing the patient care. I was like, I don't care who you got to talk to, but I'm going to the doctor that performed the surgery and has taken on the care. I'm so happy that you got a cardiologist. I am. My brothers and sisters are getting served. And if I was brand new into this need, I would not have a problem. Let's go through it. But no.
I thought you could choose. I thought the best.
Debbie, the animal that is the VA changes their minds and their rules every other week. I think I put it out there somewhere, red tape kills. And it does.
Mm-hmm.
That's why our facilities are going into rural areas. We're going to be that safe place where they can come and get the support while they're waiting for all that bureaucracy to go through. And we're actually going to fight for them.
Right.
Yeah, that was just, that's a veteran issue that is just things that people don't realize.
Yeah, that whole continuity of care, that it is immensely important. That doctor that you currently have knows things about what is going on in you that only he can know. For obvious reasons. He's the one that performed the procedures. He knows. Why would you not want that same person?
He's the one that went in and did all the heart stuff and fixed everything. And so why not? But again, that's a fight that veterans go through.
Yep.
Okay, I can't stress it enough, folks. This is what our mission is about. Assisting my brothers and sisters, giving them hope. Okay, the fellowship breakfast, that's just one thing we do.
Mm-hmm.
That's what people don't understand about this mission. When you go to our website and you see our resource partners, they have made the cut to join our mission. When we have a veteran in need that needs their specialty, we reach out. We go, hey, we have a veteran. Boom. Let's come together and figure this out. That's teamwork making the dream work. Okay. I don't know what else we can do there.
Yeah. That's what, in my mind, I'm thinking, I know drug companies do that kind of thing sometimes too, where, or not, I shouldn't say, it's medications and that generic form, and some I've heard stories from others, not necessarily veterans, but just that whole concept of I was prescribed this, but my insurance covers this other thing. It's like, but that might not be the thing that actually is going to work for you. I would think you need to trust the doctor because that's who knows what's going on with you already. And it brings similar in my mind.
My question is this: what is a generic brand of medication? That's something that look, drug companies, just because you put your name on it doesn't mean you get to charge 100 times more.
Okay? Yes, it does. That's exactly what it means. That's the difference between the generic and the regular. You don't think so?
It doesn't give them the right to do that.
Oh, okay.
That's what I said. It doesn't give them the right.
They do it.
Yeah.
They shouldn't.
But they also make the generic brand. Don't look, it's everywhere.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's everywhere. There's one, maybe two companies that make about everything.
I agree.
They rebrand it and say, this is ours, or this is ours. But you boil it down and it's all the same.
Yeah.
And so it's that whole question of who gets to make these decisions. Does somebody out there, a pencil pusher somewhere that doesn't know anything about you and your cardiologist and your situation, gets to suddenly say, "Oh, wait, we got somebody. We're switching you. You don't get a choice in this. You got to take who we give you."
Yeah. For the longest time, we didn't. Here in Paducah at our clinic, we did not have a primary care physician.
Whoa.
That's a problem.
You think?
Doesn't everybody need primary care?
The guy that was there retired out. They didn't have his replacement. We got a great primary right there now. She's doing an outstanding job.
That's good.
Okay, but that took a year and a half to get her into place.
Wow. It's a long time.
Yeah.
Very long.
Wow.
All right,
Debbie, thank you so much for being here. I know you got to head on out to another event. You are in demand. We're always glad to see you, and we appreciate all the things you do for Project Die Hard. Thank you so much.
Oh, we do.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you.
All righty. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Have a good one. See you next time.
I love her. She's great.
She is. Got a heart of gold. She joined us on Shakedown when she can, and which is that whole 15 minutes of music in motion. Anything we can do. And that, by the way, is open to everybody. That is, if you're looking for something to connect, actually, I'd say a good portion of our crew connects as much for the social aspect of it as I need to move. I need to get my body moving. Because it's not hard stuff that we do.
Look, folks, that is streamed every day on our platforms for a reason. That's an outlet. That is an outlet to veterans. Join them.
Yeah, we would be happy to give you that Zoom link. Reach out to me and I will send it to you. Ask at Susan@projectdiehard.org, because I don't own that Zoom link, and I was asked that when we share it out, that we share it personally so that we don't end up with Zoom bombers on there and wrecking what we're doing. So we would be happy to have you join us, whoever is interested. And literally at 12 o'clock noon Central Time, we are on there. And as close to 12 as I can be. I'm usually on time, but I'm also at work on a lot of days. But it is literally every day of the year. We do our best to be there every day. And we watch out for each other. I know there's one person that if she doesn't show up, we're like, okay, is she okay? We should check in with her. We want to make sure she's okay. That whole concept of check your vet, we're checking on each other and making sure everybody's good. And we sit on there after we finish doing the live stream and do have some social time. And we've had people tell us, this is my social outlet because they can't get out and about. They're at home and don't have wheels to go, don't have a driver's license, but they are able to get on with either their computer or their phone or some way to join us. It's a great connecting point. And
again, folks, this is where we need volunteers. We'll give you the Zoom link. We'll give you the ability to stream out and invite and do things. You just got to reach out and say, hey, I got this crazy idea I want to try. Then we talk and then we figure out, will it fit into the mission? Will it bring hope to heroes? Will it, there's a bunch of stuff in there, but we have the tools. I get people complaining to me all the time, you don't have enough content. I'm not a podcaster. I'm not a TikTok star. Never wanted to be one. All I wanted to ever do was serve my country and save people. That's it.
That's big. Yeah, no, there are lots of things out there for people to plug into. It's a matter of seeing them, finding them, taking that action. It takes an action step. It might fall in your lap, but if you aren't actually clicking a button to get there, for this example, you actually have to go ahead and make that step. And we're a pretty chill group. We're very accepting. And
full point, we're accepting. There's certain things that I've said, no, that's not going on our network. Okay, there's just certain things that won't do it. And it's nothing that it's just I don't see the benefit to my brothers and sisters. And if I don't see that, it's not really gonna go anywhere with us.
Well, I did think of one other thing that I forgot to mention this morning that we definitely should be sharing out. The Invictus Games is happening right now.
Mm-hmm.
And that is something, here, actually, I can share my screen so you can see a little bit online. Sure. Here we go. So the Invictus Games here, you can find, it's real easy to look it up. Honestly, if you just Google Invictus Games, you'll find it. But there's the website, invictusgamesfoundation.org. They are all about, it's 100% veterans. Here, let me back up here. What we do.
It's 100%
go ahead.
Disabled veterans. Okay. Prince Harry started this way back in the day. This is a great event. We were actually invited to go and set up a table, but we didn't have the resources to go. The Disability Channel is handling all of their social media and filming. The Mighty One and Big Records are there this week. This is a great thing. We want to bring those games down here to America. We've already partnered with the Disability Channel to bring their programs. So, yeah.
So they even have a highlight video from when the games were in how do you pronounce that? Hague? Hog? I
The
don't know.
Hague.
Hague.
The Hague.
So there's
Netherlands.
that one's in the Netherlands. So actually, I think I was gonna say scrolling down. I thought they had a timeline. Maybe I'm on the wrong page for that. Yeah. As far as where it's all been, oh, here we go. Orlando. They were in London.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, a little more. Started out in London, obviously, because that is Prince Harry's the one that's behind this. It was his. It was something that sparked in him when he served in the military. So this is military from across the world coming and participating. So they were in Toronto in 2017. They were in Sydney in 2018. Then 2020, I already lost it. You said The Hague?
The Hague.
The Hague, thank you. And then they were in Dusseldorf, Germany in 2023. And now this year is in Whistler,
Canada.
in Canada. I thought, let's see. So sorry, I'm trying to remember. Things are moving around a little bit here. So as far as the news with them, it's happening now. It started on the 8th and runs through the 16th. So literally right now, it's happening.
Yeah. So, again, it's a great event. Love this mission. I want to bring it to the States. As I say, we were supposed to be up there with our trailer and setting up a table and passing out information, right? But we didn't have the resources.
Here I can see they're featuring over 500 competitors from 23 nations and adaptive sports ranging from wheelchair rugby to alpine skiing. Again, February 8th through the 16th. And it's got all the different ways in all of these different countries on how to actually view the games. So here in the United States, ESPN is presenting the games. And I have not seen any yet. I was hoping maybe I'd have some highlights on here that I could share, but that's what I'm seeing at this point. So it is amazing, all the things that are happening. What a great opportunity. I know we've actually interacted here locally with some I believe it was 3 different vets that we got to do some adaptive water skiing with when we first were doing a lot with the adaptive skiing, and they were all kind of in that category of the wounded warrior status, and that is they made an impact on me. That was something.
Yeah, look, yeah. Resource partners, come bring those things to our facilities. Do I sound like a broken record? Yes.
And actually, I see Kurt's here in just coming on in, so I'm going to go ahead and bring him into the conversation so he can join us here as well. Hello, Kurt. How you doing? He's coming. I'm not sure what's happening with his mute there.
Hey, you're always so eager to bring me in. I was still setting up, but it's good to be here. So you're talking sports, talking. What's that?
Yeah, we're talking the Invictus Games and wheelchair. I personally was saying wheelchair sports, and then the water skiing we do, the adaptive skiing. So I said, that was a great time to bring you in. So you'll have to give me a thumbs up or something in the future so I know when to bring you in if you're not ready yet. So sorry.
No, we make it work. We did all right. Yeah. So you want me to add to the whole realm of sports where I'm a sportscaster now?
There you go. Well, actually, I'm curious. I have not heard any updates from anywhere along the way yet with the Invictus Games being underway. Has anything trickled across your keyboard since they all started this last Saturday? Because I know Disability Channel is participating. So,
yeah, the only thing I really have seen is not really helpful to know what the athletes are doing, but I do know the Disability Channel is working with our 7-time Emmy Award-winning broadcaster, Dave Stevens. I saw that they were promoting that there's coverage that is all set to take place on Sirius XM radio, which the Disability Channel is set. So there's definitely a lot of detail going to go on there in very professional fashion of what's going on in Invictus games. So I just have seen that promo, but in terms of the content of it, I'd have to watch or listen to it like everybody else on Sirius XM radio as far as that goes, and follow the Disability Channel at thedisabilitychannel.ca and catch it directly through the accessible media.
Yeah.
And I'm actually seeing on their Facebook page that they have set up there for, it says the TDC studio is full Invictus game mode. So they are doing their thing and sharing it out and making the most of this really unique opportunity and an event that's close-ish to home. It's not as far away as, going all the way over to Europe, or I know they said one of the events was in Sydney, Australia. So this is, relatively speaking, close to home, and grateful that is.
You're talking relatively speak. Look, I've been around the world 3.5 times. Europe is only right over there. Okay.
Okay, fine.
Yeah. But to her point, it's further than Vancouver. So
yeah, but again, this is that the military mindset. When people go, you'll drive 2 hours to talk about the mission? Yeah. 2 hours is nothing. Okay.
Yeah, exactly.
That 2 hours? Yeah, I'll do that before I have my morning coffee done.
Yeah. And on your way, you'll call up Kurt and Sue to say, hey, what you got for me while I got this windshield time?
I do that too.
Mm-hmm.
If I'm driving, I hate sitting still here, folks. I really do.
Yeah, so there you go. Nonprofit management is like a sport of its own, or it is a sport of its own.
Oh, it is. It is. I think jump hurdles every day.
Paddle upstream.
Want to throw the javelin at a few people every day.
Yeah, there's time for the offensive, time for the defensive. It's got it all.
Uh-huh.
Oh, man.
Look, guys, I don't mean to be mean or rude to anybody, but if you're not helping this mission grow and helping to save veterans' lives, I'm no better than anybody else, but I just don't got time for you. I got more important things to do, like when Kurt calls me with some great news today. Praise be to God. He's just, look, if that works out, guys, things are going to go boom. But Kurt did that. I didn't. Kurt did that. I take no credit. This is why you need to join the team. Kurt needs help. Sue needs help. Dave needs help. Christy needs help. Ronald needs help.
That's right. Yeah, because you had a message, or I had a message come through from somebody that somebody I know, but they got to talking to you, Brian, and they report back to me that Brian says, Kurt, you're the man. I gotta be the man. So what do you need? And I took care of
her. Okay.
Somebody from the Happy Neighborhood Project that sent me a message that they're trying to do something with Project Die Hard, and and they must have shot you a message, and then you bounced her back to me. So, which is standard procedure. But I'm just saying it came up today again.
Okay, praise God. Look, folks, save some time and energy. Reach out directly to Kurt at projectdiehard.org.
Yeah, and
Because
call.
when you message me, I do a quick little glance and figure out where does this need to go. Sue, you might get an email from the director of Goodwill in Kentucky.
Ooh, that sounds
That's
fun.
who I met. That's who I met today.
Awesome.
He goes, "Do I reach out to you?" I go, "No, you do not reach out to me. You reach out to Sue. She handles resource partners. That's what she does." He goes, I said, "You run Kentucky great. When the CEO of Goodwill wants to talk to me, we'll talk."
It's coming.
Oh, I know it is. But the point being is, yeah, they'll probably go, Again, this meeting today was outstanding. Community coming together. Everybody's like, so I handed out info. Stood there in front of the whole room and said, "I am seeking ministry partners, resource partners, mission suppliers, facility suppliers. Only the best will do for my brothers and sisters." If they reach out, we'll move them through the system. But if they don't, that has no effect on me.
That goes actually right with what I have in my hand here. With is it backwards for you, or can you read it?
It's backwards.
Dang it!
Always do your best. Is that what it says?
It does. Hold on, I will flip my mirror.
Yeah, once in a while my brain works like a mirror. So
is that better?
Yeah.
There it is. See, there's Sue always doing her best.
So show up. It says show up. Give 100% of your effort. You can't control the outcome, but you do control your efforts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So just always do your best. Show up and see what you can do. That's all we can do. Show up. Do your best.
Volunteer at projectdiehard.org. Okay.
Get uncomfortable.
There you go. Yeah, Brian's not afraid to make us uncomfortable.
What's your comfort zone? The comfort zone is where dreams go to die. Risk being happy. Come on. Do it. You know,
Take the step.
We actually had a big event here this past weekend. Our family, Kurt and I, since this all started back shortly after we got married. So this weekend was the 28th annual event. We call it Festivus because I don't know if any of you are familiar with Seinfeld. You may have heard of Festivus. Festivus for the rest of us. It's just for us. We totally we totally stole the name because our group of people we knew related to it and knew that it was just something goofy and fun and a reason to have a good time. And it's continued. We have had this event the same weekend every year. It's always the first full weekend in February. So whatever that first Friday is, that's when we have it in February. It's Friday, Saturday, Sunday. And it literally is an excuse to get together and have some fun. It gives our crew something to look forward to. And when we're here, I've seen it. We've had friends text this to us. They've written it down we have a memory book. Like every year we've jot down notes of things that happened. And as I go back and look at all these things, it's like a shot in the arm coming to the event because we have such a good time. It lifts everybody's spirits up and we feed off of each other's energy and it is fun. And I think about Hope Stock. Hope Stock is something to look forward to. It's going to be a great time. We can all plug into this and get together and feed off of each other in what we don't even know yet what's all going to be there. We know there's going to be a lot of good things. There will be, you said Pastor Brad is going to be there. He's going to be speaking. I know there's several people that are already lined up. There's music lined up. There's things in the works beyond what I know about even at this point. And it is going to be amazing. If you need something to look forward to participating in, that's the last weekend in July, and it connects very closely with what we've done and what we like the idea of events, because people can plug into an event, and like what you do with the breakfast, and the veterans that come that first time can plug in and can really get in and talk to everybody, or they can just sit back and enjoy from what they can do with just being there. The event meets you wherever you're at. You just have to show up.
Yeah. Okay. People ask all the time, what do I get out of Project Die Hard? You get out what you put in.
Bingo.
What do you want to get out of Project Die Hard? You got to put it in to get it back out. Our events, that's the whole purpose of Project Die Hard. Fellowship Breakfast is an event. Hope Stock's an event. But every facility is an event that happens every day, where a veteran can know they can come and get a cup of coffee to talk. They can go to the pond and fish. They can walk through the trails and just communicate with God and nature. They can find hope. I love your analogy of events because, life is events. I know what I can control. Fellowship Breakfast facilities. Hope Stock. The rest I can't. Don't even want to try.
Yeah, the other thing that's great about events is it helps, like Hope Stock. We're here to spread hope to veterans, and so it creates more magnificent expression when we can get a group together and veterans can see, and the whole country and the world can see. Look, McCann, Illinois, there's a whole group making a statement. That our veterans deserve to live, and their pathway to living is through us, brothers and sisters being veterans, and everybody in the country responding to the veterans so that they may live. I was at an Alignable promoted event that really is hosted on Zoom, but it's called All Stars and Stripes, networking, that is with the veteran theme, and we say the Pledge of Allegiance and, do the national anthem and do the moment of silence and, the whole thing. So it's just really neat to see, a real business structure that says, our veterans come first, and let's really focus on how we're growing that veteran space in business activities for the veteran-owned businesses and things like that.
Yeah. We know 10th Mountain Recruiting is a resource partner of ours, right? Well, through that contact, we should have a store up and running real soon with a bunch of Die Hard merch.
Let's see. It's a little different. This is not the same, but
this is the merch you get.
Yeah.
That logo means you've earned it.
so y'all have one of these, right?
Oh yeah. Yeah. Look. You want to aspire to get one of those. That's the whole trick. Everybody goes, what do you mean I got to start as a volunteer? Yeah, Kurt, where did you start?
Volunteering. I'm volunteering.
And when you prove who you are, and what you stand for, you move up into the realm of ambassador and then to a leadership position. I don't know what else to say. Are we getting close to the time?
I was just going to say, he said, I don't know what else to say, but you know what? You do know what else to say, because it is at the end of every event like this that we actually take a moment and share a word of hope for our veterans and any final thoughts you have. So, Brian, I'm going to start with you tonight. I often start with you.
I gotta say, well, you always start with me. All right, brother.
I can trade it up, but go ahead.
Yeah. Brothers and sisters, do not give up. We are here for you. There is a lot of people in your corner right now. Don't think because whatever, look, you matter. I do the best I can with what I got. I wish I could do more. But you got to keep fighting. I can't fight for you. Well, I can, but I can't. So don't give up. Remember, people care. To everybody else out there, pray for this mission, share this mission, volunteer for this mission, and patron this mission.
Kurt, over to you.
Well, what I can share is before I came into this meeting, I was with a veteran business professional. We're making some plans, and we got deep into what his experience is, and he gave me an expression that amounted to that he has times when he sits there to work on his business, but he's kind of like, I'm just sitting there. I don't know what I should do. He's like, should he work on this part of this, that? But, and I think life gets that way too, where we sit there at a moment, we don't know what we need to be doing or what we should be doing. We haven't decided what we want to do. And, when we're dealing with, suicide ideation, or we're dealing with the darkness, or we're dealing with the demons, and, we start to focus on how we might think of ourselves as a problem, or we may not see our own personal value. And, we start to think that, maybe people around us are better off without us. And, all this stuff, we lack that connection. And to me, this is what our purpose here is at Project Die Hard, is to be able to, spread hope to you. But, my expression is that I know that, I want to take it even further. There's the idea of, like, in success, there's like definiteness of purpose. And that's where it's been said in past shows, like, hey, maybe a purpose can start by joining us here, Project Die Hard, and spending some time with us, where it's maybe just be part of the family, maybe benefit from fellowship and stuff like that. We pose the volunteering, but if you're kind of like, hey, I don't want to volunteer, let's just talk. I provide my number again, 262-372 1754. And, and just part of what I hope we build into the experience here at Project DieHard is also, every person's capacity to exercise imagination. And I've been talking to a lot of people where in the work we do here at Project DieHard, and I go out there as an ambassador, and I'm trying to breathe life into this mission for business people and community contexts. I'm asking each and every person to use their imagination to say, how are we going to solve this problem that folks like you are out there not feeling the connection, not feeling the purpose, not knowing your position, and you're fighting the demons all on your own? And how are we going to come together? And how are we going to make this work for all of veterans, in the same position? Because when you're isolated, you only know about your own experience. And I've been talking to people about, other challenges they have. And it's this idea of that when you have your challenge, it can become a gift in how you work through it for other people. And I've said in the last show where like Brian here with his story, we wouldn't have Project DieHard if Brian wasn't in that place where he was challenged. And fortunately for him, he had that person who was calling out to ring the phone. And that's why we always say, check your vets. So, but we do that right here on the show. We say, we're checking with you right now, and we're here to talk to you. That's why we're here. So let's get to talking. And in any case, whatever you do with us or anybody else or yourself, please hang in there for another day. It's why we do what we do. Back to you, Susan.
Awesome. So, yeah, what's the next thing? What's your next thing? Just one thing. Just what are you doing next? You don't have to think of all the next 30 things that it can be a lot. Just what's your next thing? Figure out, am I going to go to Hopestock? Am I going to go to the Veterans Breakfast that takes place in Paducah, Kentucky at the IHOP the first Wednesday of the month? What time am I getting up tomorrow morning? What's your one next thing that you are planning? Figure out what that one next thing is. And once you figure out that, then you can move to the next. Just what's your next thing? We are here. I know my next thing with this group right here. We are always here Monday nights, 6:30 p.m. Come join us. You know what? You could join us on the screen sometime too. Have you ever considered that? Come and have a conversation with us. We are here so you can find out what is happening in the world of Project DieHard. Monday nights, 6:30 p.m. Central. We so appreciate all the things that people are doing. Pray for us, volunteer with us, share what's going on here, become a patron. Go to projectdiehard.org to find out how to do all those things. Reach out by email. It's super easy. Thank you so much for all you do. We'll see you next time. Bye for now.